So y'all, let's have a real in-depth moment when we really like talking to each other, right? So I know you on this spiritual walk and the spiritual warfare is real, right? But do you ever sometimes feel like you've done all that you can do? Like you're listening, you're being obedient, or are you being obedient? But let's say you're being obedient and you're like, just things aren't, it's just not working. Like you even doing stuff that you don't want to do, and you know that it's a part of your purpose because it's something that you don't want to do, and when you don't do it, you are having like you being reprimanded by the Lord. So I want to see where you guys are when it comes to like, you getting everything on track, you got everything together, and then everything just go to just it's over, you know. I know we should always be in the content space, and we should always know that everything's working out. But then sometimes you like I don't, because we don't want to complain and we don't want to gripe and we don't want to moan and we don't want to have all of those things on our in our heart space. But when we let those things out, we're more comfortable in acknowledging the fact that, well, maybe I need to backtrack my steps because things are not adding up. Things are not coming into the bigger conclusion or the bigger picture for me. So I don't really know what is going on, right? So when we sit there and we evaluate the things that are crumbling around us, sometimes the foundation has to be broken in order for us to move forward and build on top of that. So think about like when you're playing Jenga, like once you pull that piece out, you're liable to lose the foundational structure of the building, of the tower, and it's going to fall down, or it's going to lean. Something's going to happen because the structure of the building, of the foundation, is no longer valid. So when we're looking at it, like taking that little game and just looking at it in the bigger picture, you have a teammate that you're playing with in this game of Jenga. So when that person removes a piece out of the mark on the game, you start to feel as though you're not in control because they have totally ruined the tower. So now we have to rebuild the tower on a better foundation. So it could be that moment. But then I was sitting here like, Lord, I really want to be obedient this season. So I need you to just get into my space and just take out whatever is there that is stopping me. Like, I don't want to fight no more. Because sometimes you just have to be real and be like, you know what? I'm not doing all that I can do. I'm not really doing all that I could do. And I'm not doing all that I could do because I'm not obeying. And obedience is just, it's you really listening to what God has for your life. If he does not want you to be friends with someone, stop being friends with them. If he does not want you to eat that, don't eat that. If he does not want you to touch it, don't touch it. It's little things like that is obedient. If he tells you to go spend all day with your nosy and what's the word I was trying to use? Invasive neighbor. Let's just use neighbor, right? Just because that's what we are. We are neighbors to each other. You still have to do it, whether you want to do it or not. And if you don't do it, there are consequences. So I'm looking back over my life and I'm like, Lord, what did I not do? Because I know I didn't do something. Or maybe I did everything and that's why everything's working out this way. We have to look at it both ways. But I know we're in those moments when it's like we're feeling like everything's just crumbling under us. But we have to go back and think, how did it start to crumble? What am I missing? What is missing out of my foundational piece that's causing this to be crumbling right now under me? And then once you figure that out, you can rebuild better on a better, stronger foundation. So y'all keep your head up. Stay encouraged, stay reading that Bible so you can know who you are. Remember, we have an inheritance to earn. Remember, we are kings and queens. Remember, we are royalty. You are over your own. I'm not saying you are rulers over anything besides what God has called you to be dominion over, which is your own life, which is your own business. And that's why we should always mind and matter our own business so we're not getting things discombobulated in the brain, in the mindset, in the body. We're not missing the alignment of things because we're actually hearing and walking in purpose and in truth, and we're walking in accordance to what we have dominion over. Y'all have an amazing day. Shine bright and stay who you are. Remember who you are. You are a king. You are a queen. Let's walk as